Hi guys, welcome back to Writer's Workshop. Ms. Curtis here. Our teaching point for today is a writer's flash draft essays by collecting evidence from the text to support a claim, orally rehearsing, and then using a 5-paragraph essay structure. You guys got a chance today to hear Ms. Higgins read Rose Blanche aloud. So today we're going to do a whole class discussion based on our read aloud Rose Blanche. And we have to consider, did she do the right thing by feeding the Jewish children, or no, she did not do the right thing by feeding the Jewish children? We have to look into the text and provide evidence to support our thinking. We have to clearly state a claim and find evidence from the text. So we're going to start out by going back to the text and starting off evidence. I'm going to show you really quickly how we do that. Here's 2 pieces of evidence that I found as examples in the text. The first line from the text is that soldiers saw the enemy everywhere. There was a shot. So we know that was at the end of the read aloud, and we can assume that Rose Blanche was shot. What was going on in that scene? We know that she had just gone off into the woods to find the children in the camp that were starving, and she was trying to give them her bread. So I'd like to believe that this is evidence to support that she should have fed the Jewish children. Why? Because we know that sometimes in life, it's important to do the right thing, right? No matter what the consequences. Another piece of evidence I found in the text is that the youngest said they were hungry. Since I had a piece of bread, I carefully handed it to them through the pointed wires. We know, boys and girls, that sometimes in life it's important to do the right thing no matter the consequences. So again, that could be evidence to support, yes, she should have fed the Jewish children. We can also assume that maybe both pieces of evidence could be used to support the fact that she should not have fed the Jewish children. Why? Because it cost her life. The first piece of evidence supported that thinking. Because we know that a shot went off, we can assume she died. So that piece of evidence would have clearly supported the fact that she shouldn't have fed the Jewish children because she was risking her life. So we want to make sure that we're going back through the text just like I did, starting off evidence and providing it to support both sides of the text. So you want to make sure that you have 3 pieces of evidence for one side and 3 pieces of evidence for another side. Next, we want to choose a side. Which sides are you going to argue and why? Yes, she should have fed the Jewish children, or no, she should not have fed the Jewish children. It's time to decide. Once you're done choosing a side, you want to dive into planning your opinion essay. We need to state a thesis clearly based on the side that we chose. And we also want to find those 3 reasons that we wrote in our last page. We want to be able to list them here and find evidence from the text. Let's not forget that evidence can come in the form of a quote, a list, and even a micro story. I noticed that in our last essays that we forgot some of those examples. So our next writing workshop lesson will be going over how to find different types of evidence to support a reason for our thesis. Last but not least, when you're done, you're going to dive in and flash draft your 5-paragraph essay. Do not forget that we need a thesis with 3 reasons for our intro, a thesis and reason 1 with 2 examples that are clearly explained, and then a thesis for reason 2 plus reason 2 with 2 examples that are clearly explained, and then the 3rd body paragraph would be the thesis with reason 3 with 2 examples that are clearly explained, and finish off your essay with a conclusion restating this thesis and 3 reasons to kind of wrap it up for your reader. Do not forget that to explain your examples, you want to think, why was this quote important? What does it show? And how does it support my claim? I noticed a lot of kids were missing out on that interpretation of their examples in the first essay we did last week. So don't forget to get back to this interpreting of your actual examples for each of your reasons. So I have faith in you guys. I know you got this. Good luck, guys.